There's been a lot of movies made about the idea, a lot of stories written about the concept of a rich man trading places with a poor man, the prince and the pauper trading places, those kind of things. That it's a story of what would happen if a poor man switched places with a rich man. Usually the poor man has more character than the rich man, but not always. It's interesting though, because if we would give a man a chance, the poor man would probably go, hey, I'll trade places with that guy any day. Just give me a chance. So we know that the Bible clearly says, though, that the problems of prosperity and wealth are just as keen, maybe keener, than the problems of pain and poverty. A lot of the writers of the Gospels, the Scriptures, talked about the problems of wealth. Jesus went after it a lot himself. It's like, especially, he called it the deceitfulness of wealth. You start relying upon yourself and upon your security and upon your money rather than on God. It's a dangerous place to be. Paul talked about it too. Jesus was always straight up about money. He said in one parable about a man who was depending on his wealth and wanted to build bigger barns to store his stuff in. He said, you're a fool. You're a fool because you're placing your wealth, your security in all your wealth, and your life is going to be required of you tonight. Luke talks about it. He says it like this: the land of a rich man produced plentiful. And he thought to himself, what should I do? For I have nowhere to store my crops. Oh my, I've got too much stuff. And he said, I will do this. I will tear down my barns, and I'll build bigger barns. And there I will store all my grain and all my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, you have ample goods laid up for you for many years. Relax. Chill out. Eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, fool, this night your soul is required of you. And the things you've prepared, now whose will they be? And so is the one who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God, Jesus said. That's from Luke chapter 12, 16 to 21. Wow. And so James was on the same page as Jesus was. Maybe he might not have been there when Jesus spoke that parable, but he was around. He probably heard of it. He says this, though. He says, let the lowly brother, meaning the poor, boast in his exaltation. You don't need to want to be like somebody else. Let the rich man boast in his humility, that Jesus has come for him too. Because like a flower of the grass, he will pass away. For the sun rises with its scorching heat, says James, and withers the grass away. Its flowers fall, and its beauty perishes. So also will the rich man fade away in the midst of his pursuits. He's saying, pursue the right things. Go after Jesus. Don't go after the wealth of this world. We should take this as good warning to watch our attitudes about our own goods and the wealth, and we shouldn't be craving after things that other people have. Let all our boasting be boasting in the great salvation and the redemption plan of Jesus. Whatever our status is in life, whether we're rich or poor, you know what? In the Western world, we're all rich. We're in the top percentage of the richest people in the world. So watch your attitudes. Know the truth. Gain some perspective. We need to be givers. If you're rich, give away. If you bless other people, that's why you're rich. So that you can bless other people. That's why you're blessed. And we are all very blessed. So we should be able to bless others. The Bible says, we know, money's the root of all evil, right? It doesn't say that, does it? It says the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Is that 1 Timothy 6:10? A root of all kinds of evil. Greed is a root of all kinds of evil desires, cravings. You can be a lover of money with just a loonie in your pocket. Somebody comes, you say, Would you happen to have a loonie to spare? Could I borrow a loonie to use for a grocery cart? No, man, sorry, I don't carry cash. I just use debit cards. Sorry. You can be a lover of money with a loonie in your pocket. Take it to heart. Jesus said, be careful, bro. Be careful, ma'am. Where your treasure is, that's where your heart is going to be. Is your treasure in the dollar sign? Or is your treasure in the cross of Christ?